In this video, we'll be solving equations that have 0, 1, or infinitely many solutions. Okay, so our first one, we've got 6 times v minus 2 plus 2 equals 2 times 3v minus 5. So I want to first take this 6 here and distribute it there. And I also want to take this 2 and distribute it to that parentheses. Okay, so that would give me 6v. And then 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. Okay, and then plus 2. And on this one, it would give me 2 times 3v is 6v. And then 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Okay, so if we combine these two on the left side over here, the negative 12 and the 2, that would give us 6v minus 10 is equal to 6v minus 10. Okay, so once you get to this point in the problem and you see that the left and the right are exactly identical, you can go ahead and say that you're done with the problem. The answer is going to be all real numbers. If you wanted to keep going with this, which you don't need to, but if you wanted to, you can see that it's just going to keep reducing down to be the same thing. So if I add the 10 to both sides, they'll both cancel. So that will give me 6v is equal to 6v. And if I divided the 6 on both sides, that would give me v equals v. And that's about as simplified as I can get that. And you can see that no matter what you plug in, this is always going to be true. So you could pick any v, any real number for v, and it would be true. Another way of writing that is an r with an extra line. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next problem. So we've got this 2 out in front of this parentheses that needs to be distributed, first of all. We've got this 3 that needs to be distributed here. So let's go ahead and do that. Here and here, here and here. Okay, so 2 times u is 2u. Okay, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Okay, and then there's my plus 4u. I'll just drop that down. And now equals, let's go to the other side. 3 times u is 3u. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, and then plus 7. Okay, so let's go ahead and combine some of these things here. We've got these u's here. That's 2u and 4u. So you add those up and you get 6u minus 2. And on the other side, we've got this minus 3 and this plus 7. So you combine those together and you will get a plus 4. So we're going to get 3u plus 4 on that side. Okay. Now let's see if we can continue solving this. Let's pick a side for the u. I'm going to say that I want my u's to be over here to the left, and I want my numbers to be over here to the right. So I need to subtract this term here so that it cancels from the right side. And 6u minus 3u is 3u equals, and what's left over there? Just a 4. Okay, let's move this 2 over. I'll add the 2 to both sides. That'll cancel it out there. I get 3u is equal to 6. And one last step, if I divide by the 3, the 3's will cancel there, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So I get an answer of u is equal to 2. So this one only had one solution, and it was 2. Okay, let's take a look at a couple more. Okay, here we got some distribution again. The negative 3 needs to be distributed to that parentheses, and the 2 needs to be distributed to that parentheses. So negative 3 times y is negative 3y. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. 2 times y is 2y, and 2 times 6 is 12. And then there's the plus 7. All right, let's combine some terms here. We've got the 12 and the 7 over there that can be combined to make 19. So 3y minus 6 equals 2y plus 19. Okay, so I'm going to choose a side for my y's. I usually try to put my variables over here to the left and my numbers to the right, so that's what I'll do here. So subtract 2y. Remember, if you have two negative numbers that are being combined together by addition, which is what's going on here, it's negative 3y and a negative 2y, then you add them up and keep the sign. So that would be a negative 5y minus 6. This cancels, equals 19. Okay, I add the 6 so that it moves and cancels there. And that gives me negative 5y is equal to 25. And one last step, I will divide by the negative 5 here. Okay, it will cancel out here, and I get y is equal to negative 5. 25 divided by negative 5 is negative 5. So we get another one with just one solution. Okay, one more problem. So on this one, we want to distribute the negative 2 to this parentheses and the 3 to this parentheses. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Drop down my plus 5x equals, and then let's distribute this 3. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 1 is 3. And then minus 2. All right, so over here, I'm going to combine those two x's. It's 5x minus 2x. And then over here, I'll do the 3 and the minus 2. Okay, so 5x minus 2x is 3x. There's the minus 2. Okay, equals, and then over here we have 3x, and then that's going to be plus 1. Okay, so notice that the x's are the same on both sides, but the number is different. Okay, so at this point, we can stop because we know that the answer is no solution. And the reason for that being is that there's nothing you could plug into x that would make this equation true. Because on one of them, whatever the answer is from the 3x is getting subtracted by 2, and then this one is getting a 1 added to it, so there's no way it could be equal. If you want to continue with the problem, we could do one more step. We could subtract the 3x from both sides, and you'll see what happens is all the x's just disappear. And without any x's, we can have no solutions. So negative 2 is equal to 1, and of course that's false. Negative 2 is definitely not equal to 1. So that's another reason to write no solution, and you could also write it as a 0 with a line through it. And that's it.